Welcome back to my channel, everyone, and let's make some Jamaican Easter bun. This Easter bun recipe gives you the bun you desire. Delicious, moist, and tender with a pack of spice. Jamaican Easter bun came from Hot Cross Bun, and we got it from when the English settlers came to Jamaica. But we decided to tweak it a little bit. We gave it much more flavor and boldness. So, in this recipe, we'll be showing you the 4 ingredients that you need to get this bunny commercial taste. So, stay tuned. I'm not gonna haul you around town to tell you the 4 ingredients you need to get this bunny taste. You need some molasses, a stout beer, mixed spice, and some ginger. So let's get it moving on. Let's start with the stout beer. I'll be using Guinness. To warm this up, I'll be using a little old saucepan. Don't judge me now. I add in my stout beer. I bring it over to the fire. I heat it up, and the reason why we heat up the stout beer is just to ensure that the sugar crystals can properly dissolve. Now, why are we adding stout beer to bun? Well, there's a reason. Stout beer has in yeast, and traditionally the hot cross bun was baked with yeast. Now, it's kind of given. Let's add this beer into the bun, and then probably it can have that same bready texture. Also, stout beer brings on this nutty and chocolatey taste that complements the bun really good. So, this ain't a beer commercial. So, let's get back to baking. We're going to ensure that our sugar is properly dissolved, and then we add in some molasses. This is a key ingredient in getting that bunny taste. Do not leave it out. Instead of adding honey, we add molasses. And then I'll be adding some Magnum tonic wine. And for substitute, you can add like a port wine, red label wine, any fortified wine. And this basically boosts up the taste of the bun. Now next we add some vanilla. Vanilla makes everything taste better. We add some lemon juice. This is basically to balance out our bun and to get rid of that eggy taste. Next we add some vegetable oil. This is just to keep our bun moist. No one likes a dry bun to choke on. No. So we whisk that together, mix it real good. Now let's slide that over there and let's work on our eggs. Now before we add in our eggs, we have to ensure that the stout mixture is properly cooled down so we do not get any scrambled eggs. Yeah, now we mix in the eggs real good that it emulsify all the liquids together. Now let's work on our dry ingredient. Now for the dry ingredients, we'll be using some whole wheat flour. This let the bun taste even better than just using straight all-purpose flour. But we still need to add a little all-purpose flour to ensure that the bun stay smooth. Now let's add our spices. You cannot skip this. We need some ginger powder and some mixed spice. Do not add too much mixed spice because then it can become overbearing. Now go ahead and add some cinnamon. I need to get all of this out. Nothing is going to waste. Now let's add some nutmeg. It's a spice bun, right? It's supposed to be spicy or spicyful. Alright, let's add some salt. This basically intensifies the sugar. It brings out the sugar taste. And we need to add some baking powder to help this bun rise. Now, I know we said earlier on that adding stout beer helps with leavening or rising the bun. And so why add baking powder? Well, the stout cannot do it alone. The beer cannot do it alone. We need to add a little bit baking powder just to ensure that it will rise. After whisking the dry ingredients good together, I add some soaked raisins. This raisin was like soaking in wine. Yeah, you know, the good stuff them. And I just add it straight to the dry ingredients so that when I mix everything together, the raisins won't sink to the bottom. I know, like, you know this already. I didn't need to tell you that, right? I love to add a lot of raisins, so let's get it going on. Save some for the top of your bun. Don't use all the raisins. Now, I always get a little bit confused here. What do? Do I add the liquid to the dry ingredients, or do I add the dry ingredients to the liquid? Anyway, it's gonna get incorporated somehow, so I just make a well, like I'm mixing some concrete, and I pour in the liquid into the dry. Need to add this in parts so that it can mix better. It can be a little bit difficult if you just add all the liquid at once. And we mix this real good. I'm going to pour this into a baking tin that has been greased and floured to ensure that it can come out when finished baking. You can use parchment paper or wax paper. Now I'm going to add my raisins on top that it can look pretty. And I'm going to bake this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 60 minutes, 1 hour. Now let's make our glaze. I'll be using molasses. Yes, you heard right, molasses. Thin this out with some vanilla. I mix it real good. And then when the bun is done baking, I take it out and put it on a cooling rack. I use a little knife to ease out the sides and I flip it out. You use a kitchen mitten to flip this out. It's really hot. Now by now I'm sure you have noticed that for my cooling rack I'm using my stove grate. It's pretty funny, but I'm creative. Anyway, go ahead and glaze this bun up with this delicious molasses glaze, which is really easy to make. Now let it cool before cutting into it, and let's give this a go. Wait, that didn't cut real good. Let's do this again. Yes, there we go. Perfection. Yes. Now, please do not leave out these 4 magical ingredients, which are the molasses, the stout beer, mixed spice, and ginger. You need this to get that bunny commercialized taste. Thanks for watching.